Yeah, this is just a very quick tutorial on cumulative frequency. First of all, we need to understand why we might want to be looking at cumulative frequency. So the idea behind cumulative frequency is if we want to look at the distribution of data. So for example, if we were looking at the number of points scored against the frequency, how often they were scored, we might want to draw a cumulative frequency diagram. Now, all I've done so far is I've drawn myself an x-axis which I've labelled with points. The points go from 1 to 10. And I've written cumulative frequency on my y-axis. It has to be cumulative frequency and not just frequency to make it a cumulative frequency diagram. So what is cumulative frequency? Well, hopefully you can see up here we have the cumulative frequency column being added to my table. Cumulative frequency just means that you keep adding the latest frequency as a running total to the rest. So for example, the first cumulative frequency was 1 because my frequency was 1. To that 1 I add the next value of 3. So 3 plus the 1 gives me the 4. Next value, the next frequency was 12. 12 plus the 4 gives me the 16. And again, just one more. Then the next value is 16. The cumulative frequency previously was 16. Added together gives me 32. And so it continues until you find your total cumulative frequency. Now, all we have to do then to draw a cumulative frequency diagram is to plot those points. So I've started this already. When the points value was 1, the cumulative frequency was also 1. So I've put it across at 1, 1. When the points was 2, the cumulative frequency was 4. And we're now just going to finish off the last few together. So the point here is 6 and the cumulative frequency is 72. So the point score was 6. I'm going to go up to 72. Next one, points 7. Points 7. Cumulative frequency is 89. Next one, the points are 8. Points are 8. The cumulative frequency is 100. Point score is 9. And now we have a cumulative frequency of 106. The final one then, point score of 10. Cumulative frequency of 108. Now, if you've done it right, and if the distribution follows a normal distribution, you should get a nice S-shaped curve. And that is the classic shape of every cumulative frequency curve. One thing you need to make sure is that your line, if you were to connect these dots freehand with a nice curve, the curve should never go back down. The point of cumulative frequency is that it only gets bigger and bigger. So let's just finish off the question by drawing that freehand sketch and curve of the classic cumulative frequency curve. And there we have it. That's how to finish off a cumulative frequency diagram.